Silence scares most men, not because it is empty, but because it is honest. In silence, there is no applause, no distractions, no noise to hide behind, no people to impress, no excuses left to protect you, just you and the truth. And for most men, that is terrifying, because the moment the world gets quiet, you begin to hear everything you have been trying to escape. Your regrets, your wasted years, the promises you made and never kept, the life you said you would build but never did. Most men can fight the world. They can handle pressure. They can survive chaos. But very few can sit alone in a silent room and face themselves honestly, because silence does not lie. It reveals. And what it reveals can either build a king or destroy a weak man.
Most people stay busy for a reason. They call it productivity, but often it is just avoidance. Scrolling for hours, talking without meaning, working without purpose, chasing people who were never meant to stay, filling every empty moment with noise, because silence feels dangerous. Because if they stop moving, if they stop distracting themselves, they might finally hear what their soul has been saying for years, that they are tired, that they are lost, that they have been living for everyone except themselves. And that truth is heavy, so they keep running, not towards something better, but away from themselves. That is the trap, and most men never escape it.
Silence does not lie. It shows you everything you try to hide from the world. Your weak habits, your broken discipline, your fear of failure, the goals you keep postponing, the version of yourself you promised to become but never did. Silence is a mirror, and not everyone likes what they see in it, because truth is uncomfortable. It does not care about your excuses. It does not care how hard life has been. It simply asks, what are you doing now? And for many men, that question is harder than any battle.
Most people think loneliness means being alone, but that is not true. Real loneliness is being surrounded by people and still feeling disconnected from yourself. It is laughing in public while feeling empty in private. It is smiling for others while slowly disappearing inside. That kind of loneliness is dangerous because it teaches you how to perform, but not how to live. And one day, you wake up and realize you have become a stranger to your own soul. You can run from cities. You can run from memories. You can run from people, but you cannot run from the person you become in silence. Eventually, life forces every man into that room alone. No audience, no validation, no distractions, just reflection. And in that moment, you finally meet yourself. Not the version you show the world, but the real one, the honest one, the unfinished one. And that meeting changes everything. Because silence asks questions most men spend their whole lives avoiding. Who are you when nobody is watching? What remains when attention disappears? What are you building and why? Are you chasing purpose or just escaping boredom? Are you becoming stronger or simply getting older? These questions hurt because real answers require responsibility, and responsibility is where excuses go to die. That is why silence is powerful. It demands truth. Weak men fear truth, so they escape into noise, more entertainment, more drinking, more empty relationships, more excuses, anything to avoid self-confrontation. Because once truth enters the room, change becomes necessary, and change is painful. It demands sacrifice, discipline, humility, action. Most people would rather stay distracted than become accountable, because distraction feels easier, but easy roads rarely lead anywhere worth going. Silence can destroy you if you use it the wrong way. If you sit alone only to replay your failures, your regrets, your fears, it becomes a prison. Many men live there. They overthink, they hesitate, they become loyal to their own suffering. They worship anxiety like it is wisdom. But fear is not wisdom. Regret is not growth. Pain is only useful if it teaches you to move, not if it teaches you to stay stuck.
But silence can also build you. It can become clarity. It can become discipline. It can become peace. Because when the world gets quiet, you finally hear what your life has been trying to tell you. You hear your standards, your boundaries, your truth. You remember what actually matters. Not attention, not approval, not applause, but respect, self-respect. And that changes a man forever. Strong men do not fear solitude. They respect it because solitude is where identity is forged. Not in crowds, not in comfort, not in applause, but alone, where there is no performance, only truth, only discipline, only character. A man discovers himself when there is no one left to impress. That is where strength begins, quietly, slowly, in the dark, before anyone else notices. Before success arrives, before the world calls him strong, he builds there, alone.
This is where discipline is born, not motivation, discipline. Motivation is temporary. It depends on emotion. Discipline does not. It shows up when you do not feel like it. It wakes up early. It trains when tired. It keeps promises made in private. That is real power, not loud words, not public ambition, but silent consistency. The things nobody applauds are often the things that change your life the most. And discipline is built in silence, always.
Waking up early, training your body, protecting your peace, saying no to what weakens you, walking away from what destroys you. Nobody celebrates those moments. Nobody posts about that battle, but your future notices. Your future remembers. Because every quiet decision becomes tomorrow's reality. Most men want results without respecting the process, but life does not work that way. You become what you repeatedly choose, even when no one sees it, especially then. Silence teaches patience. It teaches restraint. It teaches wisdom. Not every battle deserves your energy. Not every argument deserves your voice. Sometimes strength looks like walking away. Sometimes power looks like saying nothing. Maturity is learning that peace is more valuable than being right. And silence teaches that lesson better than pain ever could. Because the strongest man in the room is often the quietest one. Not weak, controlled. And there is power in that. There is strength in not reacting, in not explaining, in not begging to be understood. Let people misunderstand you. Let them doubt you. Let them talk. Their opinion does not define your path. Too many men waste years trying to explain themselves to people committed to misunderstanding them. That is weakness. Peace begins when you stop performing, when you stop asking permission to become who you were meant to be. Silence protects that. The need for constant validation is one of the quietest forms of weakness. If your happiness depends on being noticed, you are not free. You are owned by other people's approval. That is not confidence. That is dependency. Real confidence is calm. It does not beg. It does not chase. It does not need applause. It simply knows. And that certainty is born in silence, not in crowds, not online, not through attention, but alone with yourself. Freedom begins when silence no longer scares you, when being alone feels like peace, not punishment, when your own company becomes enough. That is power, real power. Because the man who can sit alone without needing distraction is dangerous. He cannot be manipulated easily. He cannot be controlled by loneliness. He does not beg people to stay. He chooses. He leads. He protects his peace. And peace is the rarest form of wealth. Some people will leave when you stop entertaining chaos. Let them. Not everyone deserves access to your peace. Some people only loved your noise because your silence forced them to face their own emptiness. When you grow boundaries, they call you cold.
When you protect yourself, they call you selfish. Let them. Maturity means understanding that being respected is often more important than being liked, and silence helps you see that clearly.
Protect your mind. Protect your routines. Protect your mornings. Protect your standards. Your life is shaped by what you allow to stay close to you. People, habits, thoughts, environments. Choose carefully, because not everything deserves your energy, and not everyone deserves your loyalty. A king does not open his gates to every visitor. He guards what matters. You should too. Your peace is expensive. Stop giving it away for free. Years from now, you will not regret the nights you spent alone building yourself. You will regret the years you wasted betraying your own potential for temporary comfort. Comfort is seductive. It whispers softly, tomorrow, later, not now. And suddenly, 5 years disappear and nothing changes. That regret is far heavier than the pain of discipline. Choose your pain wisely, because both paths hurt. Only one builds you. Sit with yourself, without music, without your phone, without distraction. Listen. There is wisdom there. There is warning there. There is truth there. There is a stronger version of you waiting there. Most men spend their whole lives trying to outrun themselves. Do not be one of them. Face yourself. Fix yourself. Forgive yourself. Build yourself. That is the real battle, and no one else can fight it for you. Remember this. Silence will either build you or destroy you. It depends on what you do when the world gets quiet. Run from it and stay weak. Face it and become dangerous. Because kings are not made in crowds. They are made in silence, in discipline, in solitude, in truth. The room is quiet now? Good. That is where your real life begins.